All right, welcome to another day. It is Tuesday. We have got I'm unsure on news. I'll check in a minute. I'm just gonna at the start of the video reread my rules again. So there's always another trading day. Observe and react. Do not spam buttons. Do not over risk. Do not overtrade. You're an observer. No expectations. They lead to emotions. No emotions. No trades. Still a winning position. One day will not fix everything. Just submit to the process. The market gives you the opportunity. Efficiency, habits, patience, vision, drive, time. Be aware and zoom out. So, just going to remind myself to follow those rules, be aware of those rules, and be aware of what I'm doing. Today, I'm going to risk again 0.5% because we lost 0.5% yesterday, and so the account is 0.5% in drawdown. So, risking 0.5% again today. If it's a little bit over, that's fine. A little bit less, that's fine. Depends where our stop is on ES. Because I don't trade micro ES because I have a 5 contract limit, and sometimes my stop on ES is like smaller. So 5 contracts on micro ES is like $125, which is 0.25% risk, and that's the max I can risk sometimes. So on ES, sometimes my stop is 1%, sometimes it's 0.75%, sometimes it's 0.5%, which you're going to see what happens. But micro NQ is fine as well. 5 contracts is usually about 1%. So 2 or 3 is where I draw the line on micro NQ. 2, 3, or 4 right now. Depends where our stop is though, and that depends what price gives us. And I haven't looked at the charts properly yet. I've just drawn 2 lines. So news, we've already had news for today. We had actually greater than forecast is good for the currency. So that is bad for the indexes. That's bearish news, and this is bullish news. So mixed news, not expecting much. That's do anything, maybe just some big spikes up and down when market opens. But let's get into. So we're well above yesterday's high. We have had a very expansive move up during London. Just something to note, just a lot of moves up. So over on the left, we've got these 4-hour highs here from Monday the 2nd, which are relative equal to these ones on ES. We've also got these hourly highs over here that still have not been hit either. NQ, similar situation, just a little bit further away. We have just swept out those highs on NQ though. It's worth keeping in mind. We've just swept out those 4-hour highs at 8:30, which is something just to keep in mind. ES is already well above those 4-hour highs anyway, so whether that provides a sweep, who knows? We could get more legs up to these highs even before market opens, so we'll have to wait and see. But it's what, 4-hour highs and 1-hour highs. NQ again, 4-hour highs relatively equal to these 4-hour highs. That is something to keep in mind. We could get legs up there first and then moves down, or the other way around. We've got these hourly lows here and these 4-hour lows here. ES, we've got once again these move down then and move up, those 4-hour lows, and we've got hourly lows, and we've got hourly lows, and we've got hourly lows. What else do we have on the 15-minute? We've got lows here, here, and that's doji there. That's on the 15-minute, and on NQ, lows here, 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 and here, and here. So, any imbalances too? We've got an hourly imbalance right here. Oh dear, I've done that again. Turn that off. There we go. Hourly imbalance right here. No major imbalances to the left at all. Oh, there we go. More imbalances through here. quite a lot of imbalances actually on the hourly, which is just something worth keeping in mind. Over on NQ, I'm presuming it's the same situation. All these tiny 1 hour imbalances. There we go. So, what I am looking for today is we could get legs higher, take out these draws on the far left. Which is something to keep in mind. And then after those draws, there's not a lot more until all-time highs in terms of liquidity, resting liquidity. It was a crazy sell-off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, likewise on NQ, legs up over to those hourly highs, those 4-hour highs, which are quite out of reach compared to these 4-hour highs, which we've already tapped into. And then target these low resistance liquidity down here. Or we get legs down, taking all of these out, and then we look for longs up. It just depends what market gives us off. Depends what market gives us off open and how we react to it. So that is my pre-market analysis. It is 8 minutes till market open. I will see you if I have taken a win, I've taken a loss, or I haven't taken a trade. And we'll see what happens. So in a bit. Ah! I'm not even mad. I'm not actually. That was a joke. I'm genuinely not pissed off. Let's get into what we did. So let's have a looky. What am I? All of this stuff can be deleted because it's not relevant. Okay, so market opened and we get legs up. So we had data highs here. I didn't mention this in the pre-market video because I remembered afterwards. But we've got data highs right there. And on ES, we get rid of that and that. We had the same data highs right there. Yeah, so market opened and came up and took out those data highs. And then broke 1 minute structure. And NQ took out data highs and broke 1 minute structure, 934, ES 935. Same time, happy with that. Cool. That made this imbalance on ES, and on NQ it created 2 imbalances. A small one, a very, very small one, and a much bigger one. So I also drew on equilibrium, and also the order block is there on NQ, but ES is a much nicer order block. Equilibrium, and then the order block, which is the move up there, which is also slap bang in line with equilibrium, as you can see, which is rather annoying because you can't see both. Anyway, ES came up, boom, 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 filled this imbalance completely, and then boom, rejection candle out. I entered short off of that candle close, and I was targeting those hourly lows over here. These hourly lows right there. And I set my stop there. Very tight. And it was pretty stupid because NQ did invalidate this imbalance, but it did fill the equilibrium, fill this imbalance, and then get rejection out right there, and then came down to take out these hourly lows and fill this hourly fair value gap. And I got stopped out on ES. I risked not a lot. I had the tight stop because I didn't want to risk a lot, because 15 ticks is like 187.5. I know it's backwards, but you can read backwards. I had one contract, so I risked that much, which is 0.375%. So again, below 0.5%, which is what I was happy with. Happy with the amount risked. But I've said this before. I've got this written down on my journal as a lesson to be learned from today. Is if you're trading a fair value gap, set your stop at the open of the first candle of the pattern. There's the open of the first candle of the pattern. 24 tick stop loss. Times that by $12.50, $300. So that's still below. That's just over, sorry, 0.5%. 300 out of 50k times 100, it is 0.6%. So, and that would have been a winning trade, and I would have won just under 1%, which would have got us out of the drawdown and back at 50k anyway. So again, we've made that mistake before. We haven't set our stop properly using a fair value gap, and we've made the same mistake again. So it is a bit annoying, and we should have also like realized, right, NQ isn't going to respect this, is it? It's tiny, but it did respect this one, and then there's a reaction out. So yeah, we could have entered there as well. Open of the first candle of the pattern, which is this one right there. Target those hourly lows. Again, same. Even that hourly imbalance or middle of that hourly imbalance, it's the same trade, and that is the trade that I took, and that is the only trade that I took, and that is the loss that I took. So it is a pretty silly mistake, but I can know for certain now, 100% certainty that, right, if you've got a fair value gap, put your stop at the open of the first of the 3 candles, because a fair value gap is a 3 candle pattern. You need 3 candles to form it. Put your stop at the open of the first candle. We've learned that now. We've learned it again. We've made the same mistake again, so hopefully it's in there this time. It is a bit annoying, but it's fine. I'm not even that fussed. So we had that loss, and then I was looking for another trade. So after, obviously, that was our take profit, those hourly lows, which got hit. And then I was like, right, okay, I'll wait for a 5-minute down candle retrace, and then take a long. Same on NQ. We've filled this hourly fair value gap now. And took up those hourly lows as well. So like, right, okay, I'll wait for a 5-minute down candle retrace, and then I'll take a long. But then ES didn't give a down candle until taking out those hourly highs and those 4-hour highs over here. 4-hour highs, 1-hour highs. Didn't give a down candle till taking those out. So I was not willing to take a long, because remember from yesterday, I took a long after ES took highs and NQ hadn't, and then I lost. So I was not open to taking a trade, but I was open to taking a short, because NQ was chopping up while ES taking out those highs. That's what happened yesterday, and then it shut the bed. So I was waiting to take a short. We had these 2 5-minute imbalances through here as well, and same on NQ. I'll draw it all back out. 5-minute imbalance, and I also had this 1-minute imbalance drew out, and I had equilibrium of this range drew out anyway. Even though I was looking for shorts. I was looking for shorts, and I was waiting. I was like, right, okay, we've took out these highs. NQ's chopping up. If we break structure on both, I will take a short. So we had low, nope, low, nope, low, nope, low, nope, low, nope, low, nope, low, yes. And I wasn't comfortable pressing short and having my stop up there. It was too big of a risk. It would have been too much risk on the day. So I didn't take it. Thankfully not. Because sorry as well, we had that sweep. We had that 5-minute down candle. We had a 5-minute up candle retrace. So I was open to looking for shorts. It's like, right, 1-minute break structure. We'll go for it. But NQ had broken structure on the 1-minute a few times, but ES hadn't. So I was just really hesitant on taking a trade, and I'm glad I was, because I would have lost it again. I would have been down more than I wanted to risk for the day. So again, another win right there. And then I wanted to take this long also a little bit. Seen it happen off this 5-minute imbalance filled and a reaction out of it. And even though it broke structure here, and ES didn't break structure. So what time was that? 10:20. At 10:20, ES didn't break structure here, because the most recent low was still obviously there, and it hadn't broke. So I was like, right, okay, yeah, I could totally long that right now. Target those highs there, the 100 tick stop, and I'm glad I didn't do that either, because I would have been stopped as well. And then I saw this imbalance, equilibrium filled. Again, I could have long there, targeting those highs, but I wasn't feeling it. just simply because of this. Even though ES also did leg back up, we had that imbalance. It did get invalidated, so I didn't take a second trade, even though the NQ long would have played out. I took this one, but I would have took that one, and I would have stopped. So either way, it is a tough day from this short. We just didn't have. We should have had our stop there. We didn't, so it is a tough day. Whether we actually got filled in time as well to actually take profit on this, because it is literally a wick for like a second. And Top Step at the minute on TradeAvate, they've been doing fills quite slowly. So whether I actually would have been filled on this, because my stop was a 15 tick stop. It did get filled all right, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's a loss. It's a good loss because we risked the right amount. I risked it. I don't like saying we because it takes away from the accountability, but I risked the right amount. I believe I took the right trade. I just didn't set the right stop, and I also didn't factor in this imbalance on NQ. And now price is moving down. Sorry, I forgot to mention there was a 5-minute SMT from ES. We had these highs there, open highs to those highs, and then Q we had open highs down to these highs. So there was an SMT, but that got broken, which made me stop looking for a trade and start this video as soon as that high got broken above. So it is what it is. No second trade from me, just this first trade that was pretty stupid of me to take. Well, no, it wasn't. It was a perfectly valid trade, I believe, but we just didn't factor in the imbalance on NQ. So it is what it is. Whether we just was patient and took that trade instead, would probably have been the better play there. Just being a bit more patient, taking the one with the bigger imbalance. But I was wanting to take a trade, and this was the first one that came to me. This imbalance here and that reaction out of the equilibrium of the order block. So that was what I was looking at. And I mean, through here, it's not the cleanest price action until that candle. So it is what it is. Didn't make the right decision today, which is fine. But learning, place your stop at the right place. Place your stop at the first. As you can see now, price is moving down, which is funny. And I suppose the SMT still does hold because ES has took out those highs up there and NQ hasn't. So it is still a completely valid short, really, off of that break of structure right there. But again, it's too much risk. It's 26 ticks. I'm not a fan. So that covers the day. The account, we can have a look. Minus $191, 0.375% gone. The account now sits at 49,565 because yesterday we risked 0.48% and today we risked 0.375%. There have been 2 losses so far, which is quite annoying. Not the greatest start to the funded challenge again, but it is a better start than the funded challenge last time because we haven't button spammed. We haven't button spammed. We haven't broke our rules. We haven't over risked. We haven't over traded. So I see that as a complete win. Holy cow! Wow! 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 There's an imbalance right there on NQ. There was the break of structure after that 5-minute retrace, and there was the reaction out. ES had the exact same setup, except we didn't break structure there. We broke structure there. So I wouldn't have took that because at 10:51, NQ broke structure, ES didn't break structure. So I mean, it did break on this candle, so whether I took it off that candle close anyway on ES, stop above that high again, target there. But it's now 11 a.m. New York time. It's way later than what I like to trade anyway. Normally at about 10:45, I'm like, right, I don't trust anything anymore. I don't trust it, so I didn't trade it, and it is what it is. Ridiculous loss, lessons to be learned, account in drawdown. That's what we love to see, folks. It's what we absolutely love to see. Tomorrow, I am likely to not take a trade unless the absolute perfect setup forms, and I'll be risking probably 0.25% because it's the funds rate meeting. If we have a look at news, it is this tomorrow. So whether I do take a trade, we'll see how the AM session plays out. But I am likely to not take a trade. Just to preserve the capital, to be honest, and preserve this account because we're already 1%. We're already pretty much 1% down now after 2 days. We only have a 4% max limit, so we'll see how it goes. But if we continue risking 0.5%, I mean, I'm happy with that. If we lose 8 trades in a row that we've done the right thing on, I'm happy with that as well. It's just not every strategy is going to have. There's going to be win streaks, there's going to be lose streaks. So it is what it is. Although today was my own error just from placing that stop a bit too tight. But it is what it is. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.